My name is Tom Curtis. I spent many years working on safe water and related issues, first at the National Governors Association and more recently at the American Water Works Association, although I am now retired.
Tom, thank you for joining us today. What's the most important thing for the public to understand about our drinking water system in this nation?
That's a very good question. I think the most important things, plural, for the public to understand are that first, our water systems are the very foundation of public health. Think about waterborne disease, public safety, think about fire protection, and the quality of life that Americans deserve and expect. The second thing for them to remember is that water service isn't free. Water systems generally were built decades ago and with investments that were paid for largely by our parents and grandparents and perhaps generations before that even. It's our time now to reinvest in those water systems because although they last a long time, they don't last forever. They've been wearing out, wearing down, and now there's a very significant need to begin the reinvestment and replacement of these precious water systems as they age.
What is the one or two things that a state legislator should understand about drinking water systems and the state of the public water systems in this country?
Another very good question, Doug. I believe there are a number of things that state legislators can do that would be very helpful. One is to understand that American communities really are best served by water systems that are self-sustaining through local rate structures. There's nobody who has a big bag of money who can come in, right in from off stage, if you will, and pay for the water system in your community. I say there's nobody. There are in fact some limited programs from the federal government through EPA, and some states have programs. But by and large, water systems are probably should be locally supported. American communities are best served, as I said, if they don't rely on outsiders to pay for these critically and important and valuable water systems that we have. Second thing that state legislators can do is find ways to help and encourage local water systems to be self-sufficient. For example, consider state laws that make it easy for regional authorities to exist at the state level. Consider laws that make it possible, or easier at least, for larger systems to partner with smaller neighboring systems to offer assistance without the larger system necessarily assuming liabilities that may apply to the smaller system. Perhaps the need to significantly reinvest in the infrastructure of the smaller system without overly burdening the customers in the larger system that can offer assistance. And then in a very different area, but no less important, it's important for state legislators to do everything they can to ensure that our sources of drinking water are protected, that they're clean and well managed, because dirty water upstream will always increase treatment costs downstream for drinking water suppliers, and very often that increase is dramatic and makes water service almost unaffordable downstream due to problems upstream with water pollution. State legislators can do a great deal about that.
Is there any particular state or system or funding structure that you find particularly attractive in this era of tight budgets and even tighter federal budgets?
One of the more interesting things that I am aware of is a state requirement for drinking water systems to increase their rates annually. The local water system determines, based on a capital improvement plan, what it needs as annual water rate increase, and submits that to the state. The state can, if it's convinced that such a rate increase is too small, it can order a larger increase. If it believes that that increase is not necessary or is larger than required, they can give approval to the local community for a smaller rate increase. But it takes some of the political pressure off the local elected officials. The mayor or the city council can say, you know, we have to raise your rates this year and every year. It's a state law based on our approved capital plan. And that relieves some of the political pressure on local officials, many of whom feel, rightly or perhaps wrongly, that their citizens are unwilling to pay higher water bills each year.
On behalf of the National Conference of State Legislatures, I want to say thank you for your time today.
Thank you.